guys, it's Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today I'm going to show you what is in my preschoolers workboxes for week 6 of homeschool. I didn't do last week's workboxes because I just decided to take the week off of doing a whole lot of videos. Just needed some time for us to just really get in and do some good learning, and just for me to have a little bit of time away. But I am able to squeeze in some videos this week, so I'm here to show you. This pink box here are his phonics and language activities, and then this purple one are his math activities for the week. So I'm going to get right into it. This first activity are these blending out cards. Now, he's only 3, but I have noticed that he knows all of his letters and their sounds really, really well. We've been practicing, and we're still going to continue to practice that because he's only 3. And, review and practice is definitely good. But I thought last week we kind of did a little bit with blending, and he actually did a pretty good job. So I pulled out these blend cards. These are blend and segmenting cards. They're in my phonics activity cards bundle. I'll leave a link below. And basically all he's going to do is we're going to take one card, and then we're going to use Play-Doh. And what he's going to do is I'm going to roll out some balls of Play-Doh, and he's going to put them on the dots here. And then as he blends, he's going to press the Play-Doh. So he's going to go, buh. He's going to say the sound of the letter, ah. And then I'm going to tell him that we're going to blend those sounds together. And the arrow tells us to blend them together. Ba. So he's going to repeat me. So we're going to do buh, ah, ba. And then we'll just do a couple of different ones. Here I have, we definitely probably won't do the QU ones yet. But I just have, different consonant and vowel blends here. And we're just going to practice those because he does know his sounds. So this is beginning learning how to sound out and read. So that will be the first activity. And then to go with those blends, I'm going to see if he can do this. It might be over his head, but these cards also come in that bundle that I made these last year sometime. And anyways, I'm going to see if he can do these. And what he has to do is he has to find the blend that goes with the picture. So I'm going to say web, and then we're going to sound these out. Wa-eh, wa-eh, which one sounds like web? And then he has to cover up his answer with a little manipulative. I didn't pull out the manipulatives yet, but you get the idea. So we're going to try those. It might be a little over his head, but we'll see. Okay, these next couple activities are from my Early Learners Fall Seasonal Activities Centers, and I'm not going to show you each of them because I did that in another video, so I will leave a link below in the description box. So if you haven't seen that video, where you can go watch it. But I show all of these activities in detail in that video. But I pulled out the ones that we haven't done yet. We did some of them last week, and then I left a few of them in here for this week. So he's going to do the pumpkin sound puzzles, where he has to match the letter to the sound and make the pumpkins. He's going to do the pumpkin alphabet order. He's going to do the vowel spin and cover, where he spins and then he covers up whichever picture starts with that vowel. And he's going to do the blends. This one is blends again, just like I was showing you with those blend cards, but these ones are fall ones. So f-a, and then he has to find the picture that begins like phallic. It's probably a picture of a fan. Okay, since we're already going to have the Play-Doh out this week for that other activity, I pulled out these strip cards. These are just to practice beginning sounds. So what he will do is he'll put a ball of Play-Doh in each one of the circles, and then he presses it down and says the letter and the sound. So alligator, and he'll press it down, and then he'll have 4 of them, and then he'll do the next one, apple, and he'll press it down, and ant, he'll have one here, astronaut, he'll have one there. So we can practice whatever alphabet letters that we want to practice with those. We'll just pull a strip, he'll put 4 Play-Doh balls on there, and then we'll practice beginning sounds. Okay, and the other thing I have in here this week are these are my Play-Doh alphabet mats. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to roll out the Play-Doh into little snakes and then put them on the mat to make each letter. But what I thought we would do this week to change it up and make it and use these in a different way is I thought that I would have him use a dry erase marker and trace the letter. So he's going to, you know, trace the letter B and make capital B and lowercase b, or whatever letter we decide, you know, for him to make. And then after he's done that, he can use his box right here. This is just a box of sand, and I will have him use this pencil here and just use the eraser end and make the letters. So he can make the letter, the capital B and the lowercase b, and then shake it, and we could do another letter. So after he traces it on the mat, he's going to make it in his sand box here. So, and then of course, since I laminated these, he can just erase it, and yeah, we can just do whichever letters we feel like it. And these also have beginning 2 pictures on each one that begin with that letter, so we can practice B is for bat, B is for ball. So that should be a lot of fun. Okay guys, this is his math box with all of the activities for math. And in here I have a whole bunch of these fall math activities from my fall activity centers bundle that I was telling you about. Again, I'm not going to take all these ones out because I already show it in another video. If you want to see that video, I'll leave a link below. But he's going to be doing the fall shape matching, the apple count, build it and number it, the pumpkin size sorting, and he's already done all the rest of the other ones. So I just have those 3 in there that he has not done yet. Then the next thing that he's going to do is, I have noticed that my son has gotten really good with counting to 10 and numbers to 10 and knowing quantities to 10. So we are going to try to move on to teen numbers, so counting up to 20. So in order to do that, I pulled out this reference chart. These are from my Early Learners Math curriculum. And what we're going to do is I have just some little manipulatives here. These are some buttons, and on the back I have magnets on them, but we really don't need the magnets for this specific activity, but they're fun to use for lots of things. So what I'm going to have him do is I'm going to have him count like he knows how to count to 10 and put one object on each number as he counts. So 1, 2, just like this, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. Okay, so once he has gotten all the way to 10, then I'm going to tell him that we're going to continue counting today, and we're going to count the teen family. Those are the numbers that come after as we count after 10. So I'm going to have him keep counting, and I'm going to have him put one on there, and we're going to say 11, 12, 13, and yes, 11 and 12 are part of the teen family. So if you guys were wondering, 14, 15, some people include them, some people don't, but I do. 16, 17, 18, 19. And then I'm going to tell him that we're going to practice this week counting all the way to 19. And so then after the kids are really good with counting to 10, then we practice counting teen numbers, and then after that we will start the other families, like the 20 family, the 30 family, the 40 family, and so on. He's only 3, so I don't expect him to be able to master it, you know, in one day or even 1 week. But we're going to practice counting to 19 this week. So this will be how I introduce it to him, and then I will tell him that you have 19 buttons on your mat now. Okay, another thing we will use, these are some more reference charts from my Early Learners Math curriculum. These ones go through up to 10, and then these ones are the ones for teen numbers. So this starts 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on. We will use these charts as well, so we will count to 10 like we've been doing, and then I will pull these ones out and we'll say, okay, now we're going to start counting to 19, so we're going to use these. And we'll count 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll show him the chart as we count, and then also we can go back and actually count, you know, the spikes on the dinosaur to make 11, or here to make 11 on the 10 frames, and so on, just as a visual representation of the number, as well as we're learning how to count teen numbers. Okay, and then lastly, because I decided to do teen numbers with him this week, I pulled out some teen number activity centers from my Early Learners Math curriculum. I only pulled out two. I pulled out two really easy ones. This one is where he traces the number, and I thought these would be good because he's just getting introduced to the number, so he can count the little objects and then that represent the number 11, and then he can use his dry erase marker to trace the number 11. This has all the different teen numbers from 11 to 19 in here, so we can just use these and he can trace, and that way he's seeing the number and then he's seeing a representation of it as he traces. So that one's really easy. And then the other one are these number strip puzzles. So basically he's just going to count, and I will do these with him because he will definitely need me to help him since he's just being introduced to teen numbers. But we'll put these together, 11, we'll just count 12, 13, 14, and I'll help him see that if he looks at the ones place, it's just like counting by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just that we put a 1 in front of it because it's a 10 and a 1. It's a 10 and a 2. It's a 10 and a 3. I don't know if his little mind will understand that yet, but I'm still definitely going to tell him that and show him that. And we can kind of use this puzzle to kind of help with visualizing that. And then once he gets once we put all the numbers in order, he'll see the picture, and hopefully he will enjoy doing that. Last but not least, I'm going to show you my mess that I have here. I just finished all of the activity centers for Unit 3 of my Early Learners Math curriculum, and it's all about comparing numbers. So I have everything printed out, but I don't have it laminated, and I don't have everything cut to where it's supposed to be. But once if I can get all of this laminated, cut out, and into the right bags, this week, we may, by Thursday or Friday, be able to do 1 or 2 of these this week as well. Once I get all these like into the bags and ready, I will show you each one in detail in another video. But if we have the chance, I may do some of these with him if I get them, like I said, if I get them ready for him to use. If not, I'll definitely be throwing some of these in his workboxes next week. Because I definitely have noticed that he didn't really understand the concept of greater or less. Because we've done a little bit of that, but the last time I kind of was talking to him about it, he was just randomly picking a number. He didn't really understand. So I think these are going to be great for him and the level where he is at. So anyway, that's the last thing. I just have to put them together. You can kind of see my mess, and I don't always get to. I know some people think that I have all this time, and I get questions all the time. How do you do everything, and how do you get to all of it? I don't. That's the real answer is sometimes I just have piles of messes that are halfway done because that's how motherhood is. That's how life is. And so anyways, hopefully I'll get to these, and if I can get to them this week and we have some time to do some of them, we'll do some of those this week. If I don't, then we'll do them next week. It's no big deal. Anyways, I will leave links below to anything I talked about here if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week, hopefully, guys. And I'm going to do a video about my first graders workboxes as well. I always do both my preschooler and my first graders workbox videos. So be on the lookout for that one too. See you next time. Bye.